Loved ones said farewell to a legend in Saint Lucia Carnival on Tuesday. Master costume maker Michael Danny Marshall was laid to rest following a funeral mass at the Minor Basilica of the Immaculate Conception on Tuesday, December 17, 2019. Although his name is synonymous with Carnival, the Roman Catholic Church informed his spirit, especially his membership in the Knights of Columbus.
Danny was a true Catholic. When Danny joined the Knights of Columbus, I know too, but one day Danny went to me and told me, you must become a knight. I said, Danny, that maintain nothing that. By the time I said that, Danny already had brought the form for me and tell me, fool it. I filled the form, I became a knight. After that, Danny brought about 5 more men into the Knights of Columbus. And he made sure that any time he wanted to become a knight, he always used to have a form in his bag. His little black bag he walked with, always used to have a form because he always wanted members to join the Knights of Columbus.
The pioneer is known for the creation of large, intricate costumes that not only captured the imagination but many Queen and King of the Band titles. Marshall was at the peak of his powers in the late 1980s, became a fixture in Saint Lucia Carnival in the early 60s, cutting his teeth in the mass camps.
The English brothers were the first to notice his talents, then the likes of Roddy Walcott and Cuthbert Anthony. It was in 1972 he tutored a 7-year-old costume enthusiast, Giovanni St. Omer, and would later encounter another in Milton Bradford. In those days, most costuming focused on historical or fantasy themes, but our costume making skills were restricted. This creative young builder decided to push Roddy Walcott at that time to try more elaborate pieces. At that time, creative designers like Andrew King and Dennis Gustave were breaking new ground. Danny created the first large-scale King of the Band's costume.
His daughter Marsha Mathre Felix delivered the eulogy. She said despite failing health, his final years were devoted to imparting knowledge of his craft to the next generation.
In the past 2 years, despite challenges to his health, Danny the master craftsman would be at the mass camp to produce amazing works, a true lover of his craft. He gave over 45 years of his life to the arts. To this day, we believe he has not been recognized for this incredible work of lifelong devotion to the arts.
Junior Carnival band Just Us Kids benefited immensely from his guidance.
These teachings consisted of him explaining and demonstrating techniques used in this art form and the reasons why it was necessary to use certain kinds of materials which was dependent upon the task which was being carried out in the construction of the costume.
Contemporaries paid tribute to one of the best carnival costume craftsmen of his generation.
His name was synonymous with carving, wire bending, and costume fabrication. All of us in the Carnival fraternity admired his skills and his dedication to the mass. I can say no one has dedicated as many years as Danny did to the art form. For him, it was a way of life. Like many of us, sometimes he would say he'd not be doing anything this year, maybe just for the Junior Carnival, but could not resist the calling when he was asked for assistance. He always lamented that he always got the most love and appreciation from the children he worked with.
Marshall and a statuesque costume wearer, Ethelbert Ace High Willie, became a formidable duo in the 1980s. Willie's grace and command of the stage complemented Marshall's complex costumes and elaborate portrayals. The unheralded master of cosplay laments the lack of recognition of their exploits. The artistry of visually arresting homemade costumes have given way to the imported skimpy swimwear that now dominates the street parade on Carnival Monday and Tuesday. Observers point out that with the end of an era, more needs to be done to highlight the contribution of these artistic luminaries. Winston Springer Jr., HTS News Force.